Hi, it's Blair, and I wanted to share something new with you today. We gave a story from one of our podcasts to someone who is doing lots of creating with AI, so we figured it was time to see if we could find a way to bring it back to our videos. Let us know what you think. Shadows pulled in every corner of the little Ethiopian village. The moon, a pale coin behind drifting clouds. Somewhere on the hills, a hyena's cackling split the silence, a sound that made your skin crawl, made even grown men clutch their crosses. Grandmother Taitu leaned close to her wide-eyed granddaughter, Hyena. The candle flickered, carving strange shapes across the mud walls of their hut. Her voice was low, almost a growl. "You want a story that chills the blood, Hyena? Then listen. This is no bedtime tale. It's a warning. Evil, it doesn't always come with horns or claws. Sometimes it smiles at you, sometimes it waits, until you stop praying." Hyena twisted her small hands in her lap, eyes wide. Taitu gaze glimmered with memory. "When I was your age, the village, it buzzed with whispers. Some said an old widow by the river was a witch. Her goats too fat, her harvest too rich for a woman alone. Then there was the traveling merchant, always coming with the moon, mumbling prayers no one understood. But me, I never trusted Gebra, the blacksmith." Her jaw tightened. "Kind to others, yes. Fixed pots, sharpened knives, even gave children sweets. But my father, he once asked Gebra for help when our plow broke, planting season. We had no money then. Gebra laughed in front of half the village, said God does not give bread to beggars. I never forgot that." The candle hissed, almost agreeing. Still, he was always around, always watching. Never went to church, said he was busy at the forge. But even as a child, I knew that was an excuse. Blacksmiths, they carry old secrets. Older than kings, older than the church. And well, old secrets, they never stay clean, child. Never. Her voice sank to a whisper. "One night, after a long vigil, I walked home alone. The path, it wound past the graveyard, and that night, the stones seemed to lean closer, shadows pulling like dark water. Hyenas prowled among the broken graves, noses flicking at the earth, ears twitching to every whisper of the wind. Everyone feared that place. Hyenas dig, you know. They steal bones. They carry the dead in their jaws. Some say the spirits themselves wander there, hungry for the living. I clutched my silver cross tight and whispered the Lord's Prayer over and over. But children, foolish children, my mind wandered. I thought of Gebra, of how he'd sharpened my sandal strap that morning, smiled when he handed it back. And in that moment, I let my prayer slip." Her voice cracked. The night, it changed, cold, though no wind blew. I heard it then, a growl, low, hungry, closer than it should have been. And then the padding of paws, slow, like it knew exactly where I was. I turned and my heart, oh, it froze. A hyena bigger than I'd ever seen, fur bristling, teeth long and yellowed, eyes burning red, or maybe just the moonlight catching them. And still, I felt its mind cunning, watching me as if it could speak without moving its jaw. Even now, I sometimes wonder, but I knew this was no ordinary beast. Her hands trembled. It lunged. I fell hard onto the dirt. Hot breath smothered me. Claws tore my arm. I screamed, throat bleeding. No one came. The weight pressed me into the earth. My cross slipped, but still, I forced the words out. Jesus' prayer. Broken, desperate. The hyena, it snarled, shook me like a doll. But the words would not stop. For a moment, just a moment, it faltered. I reached up, clawed at its face. My fingers struck its eye. I felt it give beneath my nails. Hyena gasped, covering her mouth. The beast shrieked, stumbled back, blood streaming. It circled, but the prayer still burned on my lips. Again and again and again. The hyena yelped and vanished into the shadows, but not entirely. I could feel it watching, waiting. I crawled home shaking, dress torn, arm bleeding. Mother wept, cleaned my wounds, kissed my face, said I was safe. But I knew I would never truly be safe again. Silence pulled between them. Hyena whispered, "What happened to the hyena?" Taitu's gaze turned grim. The next morning, some said Gabra, he was gone, forge cold, tools scattered. Others, they claimed they saw him leaving at dawn, a rag tied across his face. But I heard other things too. Days later, walking toward Gojam, eyes both there. Maybe he left because of debts? Not curses. Truth twists like smoke, child. Hard to catch, but still. When the wind carries the faintest howl across the hills, I know. The Boda, it wears many faces. That night, its breath, it was his. She leaned close. Hyena could feel her breath. Remember, child, evil can wear a friendly face. The Boda waits. It feeds when face slips. Never let your guard fall. Not for a heartbeat. The candle guttered, throwing their shadows wild against the wall. And outside, not the laughter of a pack, but the lonely, furious howl of something, perhaps moving and missing eye. Hyena shivered. She wondered if her grandmother spoke the truth, or if it was just an old woman's bitterness, shaped into the form of a monster.